So today I'm bringing you over 20 tips for the game Little Known Galaxy. Sparkly stars. Explore the ship on all its rooms and collect all the sparkly stars you can find. They will give you basically materials like hardware parts and scrap metals, or they might give you ship credits, which is the currency that is used on the ship. Crew locator. To locate a crew member, go to the social tab, click on the person, and then on the purple bullseye locator icon on the bottom right of the picture, and it will tell you where they currently are. Though take under consideration that they might be moving around and their location may change before you get to them. Accidental tool use. If you keep accidentally using tools and consuming stamina, keep an empty slot on your toolbar active. If you don't have an empty slot, but you do have a microbe detector, for example, you can keep it active because it doesn't take any stamina. Workbench storage. There's a storage in your workbench. It's located on the right side of the workbench. The materials you store there will be automatically used when you craft. So you don't always have to have the materials in your inventory, which can save you space when the inventory doesn't hold much. Bulletin board quests. Take on and complete bulletin board quests to help build your relationships with the crew as well as make some money. Just keep in mind that most of them are time limited. You can see how much time you have at the bottom of the task right next to the accept button. When doing a quest in which you need to collect certain things, keep those items in your inventory as the quest gets updated with the quantity you have in the inventory only. Collecting resources. The tools you use for collecting resources, apart from what you can just pick up, are the laser blaster and your shovel. These resources are used for crafting, and you will need a lot of them to get ahead in the story as well as for the bulletin board quests. Stock up resources before setting course to another planet because it's 3 nights sleep to travel to a new destination, and in that time you have no way to go to any planet to gather resources. This would be your perfect time to upgrade tools, plant and make money. You can always mine a planet, then leave late in the day to cut the amount of time you are stuck on the ship. 2 stones in 1 hit. When you break rocks, if there are 2 right next to each other, you can stand in front of them right in the middle and you will hit them both when shooting your laser blaster. This will save you both time and energy. Digging and finding the beacon. There are beacons to move between areas, much like ladders in mines in other games. There are times in which you will find the beacon while breaking rocks, but more often than not, you will find that you need to dig in order to find it. In my experience, when you need to dig, in most cases you will find the beacon in the outer rim of the sand plot. So dig around the rim like a frame before you go in and try the middle. It could save you precious time and a lot of energy. Pet rocks for gifts. Collect as many pet rocks on your resource collection trips as you can find. You can sell them, or better yet, you can use them as gifts to the people on board your ship in order to build stronger relationships with them. Pet rocks are easy to find. There are many of them lying around on the planet, just waiting for you to pick them up, and most people on board like them as gifts. The only one I've noticed that doesn't like them is Robert from the general store. If you choose to sell them, don't expect them to bring in much money. Space radishes. When your energy is low, you'll need to replenish it. The cheapest way I found to do so is to accumulate space radishes and eat them when needed. In order to find them, you have to dig the sand plots. Buy coffee. Another cheap way to replenish energy is by buying coffee cups from the machine near the clinic and keeping them for when you need an energy boost. I recommend the regular coffee, which you get for 35 credits per cup. They restore 32 energy, so even if you buy 2 cups for 70 credits, you pay less per energy point than you would if you, let's say, got a flat white coffee for 60 credits, which restores 45 credits per cup. Buy food rations. Another option is to buy food rations at the canteen. They cost 100 credits and restore 56 energy, as well as 28 health. The cheapest but more time-consuming way to boost energy and even some health is to grow potatoes and carrots and take them with you when you go on resource collecting. Of course, you can also buy energy serums at the clinic for emergencies or grow corn and have that on you, but those are more expensive, and since you will need a lot of those, I'd rather choose the cheaper ways. Backpack upgrade. When you start the game, you have only one line of space in your backpack, out of which your tools will take a few spots. So the number of empty spots for resources when you go collecting on the planet are very limited, and since there are many kinds of resources on each planet, you will find yourself having to leave a lot of them behind, which in turn will waste your time, energy, and even money. To do that, you need to buy the upgraded backpack from the general store for 450 credits. After you upgraded it, you will have 2 lines now in your inventory, and the next upgraded backpack will be offered at the store for 1500 credits. Tools upgrade. You will want to upgrade your tools as soon as possible. The laser blaster upgrade will increase the power of your blast, which will help you break rocks easier and save you time and energy. The shovel upgrade will let you dig 2 areas at one single charge, which will give you a chance of getting space radishes faster and save more energy. And for those of you who can't stand the mess, the restoration ray upgrade will let you fix bigger floor damage in the ship and will remove medium-sized objects. Each tool first upgrade will cost you 500 credits, 3 scrap metal blocks, and 3 aluminum. You can sell stuff through your Beanbot or straight to Robert at the general store. Beanbot sales. To sell through the Beanbot, you just have to hold the item and stand in front of the Beanbot and throw it in. You can retrieve the last item in case you made a mistake and continue to do so if you want more than one item back. You can also check how much money you'll get for each item by clicking X on the gamepad and facing the Beanbot. General store sales. You can go to the general store during time of operation, and while Robert is behind the counter, you can sell to him whatever you want. You will put the item in the box on the left side of the menu that will open up and will get paid for it right away. You won't be paid any less than if you sold it to the Beanbot. So if you need money right away, sell to Robert. Machine shop sales. If you're running low on recycled parts or scrap metal, which are resources you need a lot of for crafting, and you're not able to go collecting resources because you're on the way to a planet, for example, you can go to the machine shop and buy it. Recycled parts cost 6 credit per part, scrap metal 2. At the beginning, one of the ways to make more money is by farming crops. It is also something you should concentrate more on while you're traveling to a planet and can't go collecting resources. Crops can also give you energy boosts, so it's always good to have a lot of them, sell some for money, and keep some on you for replenishing energy and health. The first thing you need to do when farming is to check if you need more energy. If you do, you have to craft and install the solar panels in the outer hall. Then you have to craft more planters and put them down. Then you go and buy the seeds, you plant them, water them, and wait a few days until you harvest. You'll need to have a lot of farming planters and plant and grow as many crops as you can. Sell your super crops. Since you best use crops both for energy and income, my suggestion is to keep some of the regular crops and sell the rest along with the super crops. Super crops have a star on them when you look in their inventory, and they bring in more money than the regular crops. Crafting multiple machines. Each machine you make will make money for you. Farming planters grow crops for money, furnaces make material blocks which you craft with but also can sell, and so on. As long as you have the ingredients and keep them running, they're making you money. But many machines take 1 or more days to run, so my suggestion is to make multiple machines. For example, make a few furnaces, a few more planters. As the game progresses and more machines unlock, make multiple weavers, juicers, meteorite extractors, etc. So this is it. All the tips I can give you right now, and I hope they are helping you and will help you further in your game. Let me know what you think about it, if it helped you or if you found new tips to add. And until next time, have fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe.